Make you catch us if you fit.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And Saturdays for Weddings is that show where we talk about weddings, we talk about love, we talk about marriage, we talk the reality, and we also get to hear from you. Now today, we are talking about one of those issues that people don't always talk about openly, but it exists in many places. And that is married couple, different churches. That is what we are going to be talking about today. I got this inspiration from a post I actually saw online. You know, someone made a post with a strong question for married couples. She said that married couples attending separate churches, is that supposed to be a normal thing or a sign of distance in the family? And it actually struck because that is something to actually think about. I mean, how many percent of the time are you always going to find someone who you want to marry and the person automatically attends the same church? I mean, we have spoken about where people actually find, you know, a partner from, and it's not always going to be in your church. So when you find someone from another church, what actually happens? So that is what we are going to be talking about today. In some marriages, the husband wakes up on Sunday morning and goes to his own church. Maybe that's where he has always worshipped, where his friends are, where he feels spiritually grounded. At the same time, the wife also gets ready and then goes to her own church, you know, maybe a different denomination, different pastor, different service style, different spiritual environment. And both of them are married, living under the same roof, sharing a life, but not sharing the same place of worship. So today, that is what we are going to be talking about. The question is, what is your opinion on married couples actually attending different churches? What do you think? Do you think that is something that actually is healthy, where each person has the freedom to go to their own church and then grow spiritually in their own way? Or do you see it as something that could slowly affect unity or create distance in the family, just like someone mentioned? Because church is not just about attendance, it's also about values, teachings, and even direction. And let's even go deeper, because in many marriages, church is not just on a Sunday activity. It affects how people think, how they make decisions, how they raise children, even how they affect conflicts. So if the husband and wife are sitting under different teachings every week, does it still build one direction in the home? Now, you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. This is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about married couple, different churches. Let us hear your opinion on, people that are married, people that are together, but then still attending different churches. You on your own side, is this something you're comfortable with? Is this something that you see, okay, there are actually no maybe bad effects on it, there are only good sides? Or do you only see good side, you only see bad sides? Let us hear what you think. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. And we have our first caller. Hello. Okay, that didn't go pretty well, but then you can still call us back, and it's 08084 asking. It's 0808 427 5464. Our focus today on Saturdays for Weddings is married couple, different churches. So let us hear what you think. Let us hear if you think that is something that can actually work, and you personally, if it's something that you would view for yourself, because sometimes, someone might tell you this is what we are doing and then it's working for us. But can it also work for the next person? In your own opinion. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good morning. Oh, okay. We cannot hear you clearly, but you can still try to call us back. It's Saturdays for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And our focus for you today is married couple, different churches. Let us hear what you think. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning back to you, ma'am.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Okonko Bicklub, and I'm calling from Lagos State.
Okay, so how are you listening to us right now? Are you tuning in from Facebook, or you're listening through your radio set? All right, you can still call us back to be part of the show, and it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. It's Saturdays for Weddings. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and that is what we are talking about today. Married couples, different churches. What is your opinion, on married couple actually attending different churches? Is this something you would consider? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Is it Marysyntia Hangeior there?
Yes, that's me, Marysyntia Hangeior, and it's Saturdays for Weddings. What's your name?
Okay, my name is John Joe, and I'm calling from Yellowwater.
All right, welcome to the show, John Joe.
What is the thought of today? Because I'm not with my radio, I cannot tune to the radio.
Okay, we are talking about married couple, different churches, where people are married but then attending different churches. What is your opinion on that? Do you think it's something that is normal and you would accept, or you think that it actually brings distance when it comes to families?
It's quite wrong.
Okay.
It's quite wrong because when you are going to a Roman Catholic, you marry a wife that attending to NKFT.
Mm-hmm.
It comes together as a Christianity.
Mm.
As I'm a husband now, I married my wife. My wife attended CSC. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I now bring her together as a family. Let us be going to Roman Catholic.
Okay, she was in a different church.
Yes, when I married her.
Okay.
So now we are attending to Roman Catholic right now. So that is how a family is supposed to be. You're attending to Makale while your wife is attending to NKST is quite wrong.
Okay.
It's quite wrong because the relation is somewhere we look at it. The relation is not this is unite.
Okay.
And a family, everything's supposed to be going accordingly. I think I get it. So I even advising apart from this, I'm even advising people that they are attending to another church and their wife is attending to another church. The relation will not be with upstanding. It will not. We don't come together as a family.
Okay. So, all right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show this morning. This is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And this morning we are talking about married couple, different churches. You also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Let us hear what you think, or let us hear your opinion. Let us hear from your own personal. If you're someone who actually operates in that kind of marriage, it doesn't matter someone else's opinion. It is yours, and it is something that you are living. You can still call in and then share with us. Tell us about it. And even if it's the opposite, you can still call in and let us hear your opinion. And it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and it's Saturday for Weddings. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. All right, you can still call us back to be part of the show. And we heard from John, who said that that is something that he considers wrong, attending different churches. And he mentioned that it shows that you're not united, like you're not doing things together. And he personally, when he got married to his wife, she was attending like a different church, but then she was able to leave her own church and then come to attend. And something like this is something that actually affects most people, because sometimes even before going through with the wedding, there are questions of, will I be allowed to still continue attending my own church, or do I have to follow you to your own church, or like how are we going to do it? Or sometimes you're even scared of maybe people even make choose partners depending on what church the person at. What if you go and love someone who is attending another church, and maybe in her own belief she is not supposed to maybe leave that church and then come to yours, or in your own belief you're not supposed to change? So some of these things actually reflect, some of these things actually happen in reality. In fact, it actually does happen. So let us hear what you think. Let us hear if that is how you operate, or let us simply get your opinion. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Achede.
Okay, and where have you called us from?
I'm in International Market.
All right, welcome to the show.
The program is a very sensitive one. It impacts so much on the society. Mine is a counsel first. Because of the importance, I also advise that next time you are sitting on a program, get men that are versed in scripture, so that they are going to form the panel of the concerns with you first. Then you begin to take in calls from side.
Let us hear what you think. That is the point, to hear what you think.
Yes, only you alone cannot see from that side. That's what I'm saying, because it's a counselor.
That's why you're here. So go on, let us hear your opinion.
Secondly, it's not good. They say what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Going to depend on his husband is an aspect of what? Division.
Okay.
They are not feeding from the same source. And the growth is not going to be the same. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much, Achede, for calling in to be part of the show this morning. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this morning. And you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808-427-5465. We are talking about married couple, different churches. Let us get your opinion. Let us hear what you think when it comes to, married couple attending different churches. You, in your experience, if you're someone who operates that, maybe in your family, let us hear how it is, how it has been going so far. Because some persons would say, okay, that is definitely not going to work. There are people who would tell you that it's going to work. I mean, everyone, you're still serving the same person, you're still serving the same God, and so it doesn't matter if this person is going here. But that different churches come with different beliefs, different things like that. So let us hear what you think. Let us hear your own opinion, how it is for you. If you're someone in that kind of marriage, well, let us still hear how it is actually going, or what you think that maybe are the goods or things that you think that are the bad sides as well. And it's 0808 for asking. That's 0808-427-5464. It's 0808-427-5464. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this morning. So call in and let us hear from you. We heard from Mr. Achille, and he says that that is something that does not speak unity at all. And in his opinion, is something that doesn't speak unity. But you still find people who go ahead and do that. People who go ahead and attend different churches. A married couple, but then one is going to this side, another one is going to this church. Separate churches, and it still works, right? So we are those persons. We want to hear from you as well. You can call in to be part of the show, and it's 0808 for asking. That's 0808-427-5464. It's 0808-427-5464. Tell us what you think. Tell us your own opinion, not someone else's or something that you have seen. Let us hear what you yourself would do or what you are actually doing right now. And some people believe it's completely fine, that marriage does not erase personal identity. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Emmanuel Ojo. I'm calling from Yeliwater.
All right. Welcome to the show, Emmanuel.
So, please, what is the topic of today?
Hello? It's not really clear. Maybe you try to call us back, and the number for you to call is 0808 for asking. That's 0808-427-5464. Call in and let us hear what you think. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Marysyntia.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Well, my name is Chile. I'm calling between Onunu and Boku. I'm on the road, actually.
Okay.
I've been listening since I'm in Makodi.
Mm-hmm.
Since I left Makodi, I've been listening.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, same couple, different churches. I don't think, example to myself, when I'm married, I got married, my wife was of NKST. I'm a Catholic. So, I married her into the Catholic Church. The parents actually were, they were what they call calm. They put the parents there. But I think by and large, I think it's not really, it's not good. So how do you bring your children spiritually when the wife goes to a different denomination, you the husband, you are going to a different denomination? I know of people who are married to a Muslim and a Christian got married. The wife was in the same church with me. The husband was my Oga, a Muslim. But the man married the wife in the church and went back. And the wife was practicing very well. But what I'm saying is to me, it's not very good. But our people, they say casually that the woman doesn't have a church. Once you marry the woman, and you marry her, you love yourself. She start following you. I am an example. So I feel it may work for others, but I feel it's not to my own opinion. It's not very, very healthy where the wife is going to a different denomination, the husband is going to a different denomination. That's what I feel. For the sake of the children, you have to be of the same faith so that, those who, a family that prays together, is together. So that's my opinion.
All right. Thank you. What? Remind us of your name again.
Chile.
All right.
Chile.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show this morning. This is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. Let us hear what you think. We are talking about married couples, different churches. Tell us on your own side, not something that you have seen or not what another person is going to tell you. It's for your own opinion. What do you think about that situation? Because some persons say, well, this is fine and we are doing it and it's working for us. Another person say, well, this is something that I cannot do as well. And we heard from Chide, and he says that for him as well, it is a no. He has seen where it actually worked, for other people, but based on his own personal beliefs, like that is not something that is going to work. And he brought a factor that some persons, actually mentioned when they are discussing topics like this. He mentioned children. Where are they going to follow? Like, who did they then follow if people are, that the wife is going to this church, the husband is going to this church, then where do the children actually follow? Call in and let us hear from you. It's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. We are talking about married couple, different churches. So what is your opinion? Call in and let us hear from you. Others believe it's not ideal because marriage is about unity and two people are constantly receiving different spiritual messages, and it can affect maybe agreements, mindsets, and even direction in the home. And some people believe that it's completely fine, that marriage doesn't erase personal identity, and faith is very personal. And they say as long as both partners believe in God, it does not matter. Hello, it does not matter if they worship in different places. So what about you? What do you think? Like and also mentioning the children factor, that someone actually brought up, what would actually happen when children are now in the picture? How would they still go without then maybe attend maybe both churches until they are old enough maybe to decide for themselves? Or are the children maybe then pushed to maybe, okay, this is what your dad is doing, this is what your mom is doing, so everyone has to fall in this line? Let us hear what you think. And it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear what you think. This is Saturdays for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior. With you on the show this morning, we are talking about... Hello? Okay, keep trying in, keep fighting your network, and just maybe you'll catch up with us. We are talking about married couple, different churches. So what is your opinion? And if you are someone who is maybe in that marriage, maybe you're going to a different church, your partner goes to a different church, you can still tell us how it is for you, because it's not one person's opinion. In as much as you could bring someone who says that this is it, or this is the way I think it should be, but then you can find the opposite thing even working for another person. Why this person says that this is what it should be, there can be another person that the opposite thing is working for. So this has to do with your personal beliefs, and then your personal consent, your personal opinion, like how you actually think that it's going to work, or what you're doing right now, what's working, and then what is not working. And it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. And even going a little deeper, concerning children, if a husband and wife attend different churches, how do they decide where the children would actually worship? Will the children follow the father's church, the mother's church, or will they move between both, depending on who is available and what kind of spiritual foundation, does that actually bring? Would it be more clarity? Would it be confusion? Is it until maybe we get to maybe they get to like a stage where they can actually decide for themselves, that they get to decide, this is where I want to go. Okay, I want to follow the mom, I want to follow the dad, or what actually happens. If you're in that place, if you're seeing that kind of situation, if you're seeing that, you can still call in and share with us, because children don't just learn by hearing instructions, they learn by consistency. Okay, this is what is happening, so let us hear what you think, let us hear what you're doing. And it's 08084 asking, that's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Let us hear your opinion on married couple, different churches. Is that something you yourself approves of, when it comes to your own life? Because when it comes to something you yourself do, it doesn't matter what someone else is saying, or what someone else is saying that, okay, it's good or it's bad. At the end of the day, it's still your decision to make, and it's still something that you yourself decide whether you want to do or whether you don't want to do it. Hello? Okay, keep your calls coming through, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. And I was talking about how at the end of the day, it's still your own cross and it's still your own beliefs, because this actually becomes something people talk about even before they get into that marriage in the first place. You hear some people talk about, I would have loved to marry this person, but he or she doesn't attend the same church as me, and in my own church we cannot leave even to marry someone from another church. So does it really not work, or does it have to do with, okay, you as a person believing that this could work even if you are doing it differently? Or does it have to be, when we say unity, does it have to also include something like that? People raise concerns like, okay, even if you have that unity in marriage, there have to be times where you make like personal choices, like this is what I want to stick to, and it's not going to affect us, it's not going to affect the marriage. But then what about when other factors actually come to the picture? So keep your calls coming through. This is Saturdays for Weddings, and it's on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this morning, and we are talking about married couple, different churches. You also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. Let us hear what you think. If you're someone in that place, you're even the rightful person to actually tell us about it. If you're someone in that place, and then are there good or bad sides? Are there good or bad sides to it? Some people say there are good sides, like maybe that personal freedom of worship, respect for individual spiritual growth, and then avoiding pressure to change beliefs just because of marriage. And others says there are bad sides like that to reduce unity. And when I actually saw this, that person was asking, like, doesn't it create that distance? And it's only someone who is in there that would know, whether it creates the distance. And some of these things, are kind of like forgotten about sometimes when people are going into that phase of marriage. Some people tend to forget. It's when we are in there that when things become real and we start asking those questions like, why can't I go here, or why can't I do this? Where do the children actually go to? It happens in reality. There are people who do it. There are still people who say that we cannot do it. And now what we want to hear is what actually leads to your own decision, or what kind of push your own decision that I am going to do it or I am not going to do it. Or if you're already in it, maybe even without asking questions, maybe without even thinking deeply about it, then what's it been like? Would you say that is something you would advise someone else to also do? And of course, they have their own choices to make. Or would you say it's something that maybe so far it hasn't been going that smoothly for you? Whatever you think, you can call in and let us know. And it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. And another thing to actually consider, can it actually work? That is one thing to also consider. Can it work? And if you want everyone else, anyone at all to actually answer that question, then there are people who actually go through that and then they'll tell you that it's working. Even that there are people, and if you're one of those people, you can still call in and share with us. And then if you're on the opposite side, you can still call in and then share with us what you think. Let us hear your thoughts. And can a marriage truly work smoothly when couples attend different churches? Can there still be full unity in decisions? Because that was the first things from the callers that we have heard. Like, those were the first things that people actually mentioned. We heard from John, who mentioned not united, and even Achede, who spoke about the issue of not being united as well. And then we heard from Chide, who mentioned the children factor. When they actually come, what is going to happen? Because when you talk about marriage, that is one of the main things, right? Children, when it comes to, apart from union and then companionship, the children also come to the picture. So what then happens with children? And then can there still be full unity in decisions, parenting, whether even daily life, even spiritual homes, when there are spiritual lines, where everyone goes to worship is actually different? And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Now, coming to things that people would actually tell you that this is how it was working. I used to have like a neighbor who would attend different churches, with their partner. They go to separate churches, and for the children as well, it was the case, but it wasn't that big deal. There are people who actually do not take that as a big deal. At the end of the day, we are all worshiping God. We just have different ways of trying to meet them. That was their idea. It doesn't have to be the same for you, because we all have our own opinions, and then things that would actually stand for, or things that we would fight for, differently. Because some of those things were like, okay, we are doing this together, and we are just going there to reach out to the same person, but different places, because wherever you stand, the person you're trying to reach out to, we get to hear you. So when it came to like the children, you were attending, okay, today you're attending this one, tomorrow you're attending the next church, or this is what you're going to do, or when you grow up, you can finally decide, this is where I want to be based. Hello? All right, it's really quiet over there, so you can still call us back and then try to be a little louder so we can get you clearly. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. And you can even watch live on Facebook, and that is on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And you can also drop a comment there, and we would be able to see it. We are talking about a married couple, different churches. Let us hear your opinion, what you think personally. Are you someone who is in that kind of marriage where you're attending, different churches from your partner? Then how has it been going for you? What would you say are the good sides? What would you say are the bad sides? Because we have heard stories, we have heard good sides, we have heard bad sides, but then what is your own good side? What is your own bad side? Can it actually work? Do you see it working when it comes to you? Or would you say it's something that is a no-no? Because there are people who are strongly against it. There are people who even say, how can I even leave this place and then go to the other place where even my dad in this place is maybe the pastor of this church, or is maybe a strong member? Someone mentioned that as well. But then it was more like in a language, this parent is a strong member of this church. How do I leave it? There are people sometimes who don't mind, the people who are about to get married themselves, who don't mind. But then when it comes to like the parents, I've been with this church. This is the church that I've actually raised you. This is where we have been growing. This is where I got the values that I actually instilled to you. But then, if you decide to maybe switch to those ones, it's like abandoning those values in which you grew from. And then there are people who says that good values are good values. So whether it's in this church, whether it's the other church, then it remains the same, right? If it's all good, then even if it comes from that side, it doesn't matter. And even if it comes from this side, it still doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, what is good is being received. So let us hear your final thoughts on Saturday for Weddings. We are talking about married couple, different churches. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear what you think. Let us hear your opinion. We are talking about married couple, different churches. Is that something that you would consider? Like if you were to get married, or when you're getting married, actually, can you be attending the same different churches, from your partner? You go to another church, your partner goes to another church. Like, do you see any possible bad or maybe even good sides to that? Some person says yes, there are good sides. Some person says there are bad sides. But then you personally, what do you see? And if you're already in there, how is it actually going? You can call in and then share that with us. And then we are talking about right now if it actually matters. So does it matter? Hello? Hello? Okay, you can still call us back, and it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. Call us and be part of the show. This morning on Saturdays are for weddings. Before we go, we are talking about married couple, different churches. So the final question now, does it actually matter, where if the couple are attending different churches, and then it will still be like it's a normal thing, or it's more like it's still a unified marriage? It's still something that we are doing together, even if they are different churches. Now some persons would tell you that okay, it doesn't matter to them, and other persons will tell you that it actually matters to them. But at the end of the day, it still has to do with that individual, right? It still has to do with the beliefs and then the values, and what is most important is actually having that discussion, right, before even getting to it in the first place. Because some persons end up even having disagreements over, okay, I didn't know I would have to maybe switch into going to your own church or actually worshiping there, simply because we are now married, and then why should it actually matter? So the point of whether it matters or whether it doesn't actually has to do with that, having that conversation or having that communication of, this is what we are doing. So would we still be together, no matter what any other person say? Would you still look like we are unified and we are doing this together, even if you're going to a different church and I'm attending a separate church? And then what will happen when it has to do with the children? Like when it comes to the children, where would they go to? Would you say they should go to yours, or do they actually grow up and then get to choose where they want to attend? Because at the end of the day, even if you make a child, right, actually choose that, actually follow what you want them to do, when they grow up and then start making decisions for their own self, they still get to decide that this is what I want to do. So what's most important is the questions are maintaining the unity and that understanding, when you have that communication flow, and then you understand that this is what we are doing. But then, hello?
Good morning and happy weekend.
Yes, good morning to you. Welcome to the show, Mr. Dennis here.
Yeah, good to hear you. Yes, I just stumbled on your program.
Mm-hmm.
And in every ship, there's always a captain.
Okay.
Yeah, and the other people are the crew members. So if you are having a family as a man, you are the first, before you got married, you were dating and you knew you were attending different churches.
Mm.
And if you know that you want to marry this person and you love him, then there's no need saying that even though you're married, you will be going to a different church and let him be going to a different church.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? To me, I don't see wisdom in it. I don't see respect. I don't see unity of family.
Okay.
Because if you are united as a family, okay, assuming you're going to church on a Sunday, let's say you live in GRA, your church is in North Bank, your wife's church is in Body Market, and you have only one car. You understand? And maybe probably it's raining. and you all want to go to church. Would you rather your wife, pick a bike and carry the children and start going to Modern Market while you are going to North Bank? Or would you give her the car and then you fly on a bike? There are certain decisions that you don't just need to argue about it. If you are going to the same church, you wake up, you pray together as a family, and you teach your children the values that both of you are learning. So I have a cousin. We in our family are all Catholic. She was born Catholic. She was raised Catholic. She got married to somebody in Hangeior, and because she loves the husband, she is one of the strongest advocates of that faith now. So, love first, respect. The person who is the head of the family is not a matter of even arguing or making it compulsory. But as you are following the person naturally, it means you want him to lead so you can follow, and that's why we men are called the head of the house. So, if you have a wife and then she starts going to another church and say there's a miracle here, a miracle there, and then you know that your house is drifting.
Okay.
And the moment you allow it to continue, it means you're no longer in charge. That is there's nothing to romance any words about it. Just tell the truth.
Okay.
You are married. You are traveling in the same vehicle. The husband is the driver. The wife is the deputy captain. When he gets to the house, the home front, she's taking charge while you go out there to go look for what the family will eat. So when you come back and they say your wife has gone to one church that you don't even know, it means you are no longer in charge.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. I am not saying it's binding on everybody. There are people who may be doing it, but of course that does not happen, and it will never happen in my house.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
All right, you too, sir. This is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this morning. And you can still call in quickly to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808427 5464. It's 0808427 5464. Let us hear what you think. We're talking about married couple, different churches. What is your opinion? That is what we are asking, not someone else's opinion, not what someone else has said. Okay, this is what is working, or this is what is bad, this is what is good. How do you see it? Call in and let us hear from you. And we heard from Mr. Dennis Yarif, and he spoke about how him personally, it's about love, it's about respect. I mean, when you have come together and then you get married, then naturally he feels like it is now the obligation, of the wife to actually turn to that church, that the same worship. And he gave the same different examples, like the division, even when it comes to the small things, like, okay, what about is it that we wake up on the Sunday morning and then go to different places? You're headed at a different destination, or me, I'm even someone who stays at home, and then you are staying there, or things like that he mentioned for his own self. But on the other hand, there are still people who practice that. There are people who do that, and then they will tell you that, okay, it actually works or it doesn't work. And at the end of the day, it's about whether you are still working in the same direction in life. So whether couples attend the same church or different churches, the real question is, are they still united in understanding, respects, decisions, and home building? That is where the answer sits, and that is where you would find the answer if you're looking for not someone else coming up to tell you, okay, this is how it should be. The answer comes when you ask those questions, and if it's still united, in understanding, respect, and decision, and even home building. And that's where we'll leave it today on Saturdays for Weddings. I have been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Coming up next at 1 p.m. is PD Kids, right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, the music won't stop, so keep enjoying music of your life. And also don't forget to remember to keep listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking Radio.